Students at Explore Middle School in Jersey City, part of the Hudson County Schools of Technology, participated in a special science fair on Friday. Dubbed the Science Olympics, the event challenged students to create projects on thematic topics relating to last summer's Tokyo Olympic Games.
In music, we could talk about various opening ceremonies. In English, they were reading articles on athlete activism. So there's so many topical things. In technology, for example, in one class they were talking about what will the Olympics look like in the future? Will there be robots as referees? So there's so many different topics to explore, and we attack this in a way so that we can introduce the students to different topics and allow them to choose a project of their choice.
The goals were numerous: how to write a good research paper with a thesis statement, how to select a group topic for their science project, and how to present their projects to the judges, seniors from high-tech high school.
Our high-tech science majors are doing the judging. It's really important for us. I worked at high-tech for a very long time as the assistant principal and supervisor, and before that I was the teacher at County Prep. So I've been in this district a long time, and it's so important for us to collaborate as a district. And as a middle school, we always want to collaborate with the high schools. It's really important, and the students love when the older kids come here.
So, of course, some of the things that we're looking for is creativity and just originality. We're just looking for people to, they know what they're talking about, know how to explain their project, and know how to portray their research. Because I know these kids have been working really hard in the past week, so we just want to give them the fair judgment.
I generally want them to be cognizant of the scientific method, making sure that your procedure is well thought out, well executed, that your background research is, thorough and good and relevant to the project.
And not only that, but their procedure is well thought out, and they account for actually the variables that could change the experiment. I thought that was really interesting to see how one group was able to recognize their mistake and something that they could have done better in the future.
One project asked, how does a ramp angle affect the speed of a vehicle?
We're given a list of things we chose. This one sort of stood out to me because it's used in some sports in the Olympics already, like snowboarding, and they just added in skateboarding, so we thought we could use miniature skateboards to do our experiment.
And what were the results of what you came up with?
So we found out that the better quality the skateboard is and the higher the ramp, the faster and farther it'll go. In this case, the Tech Deck, which is the on-brand version of a fingerboard, it went farther than the off-brand because it was better quality.
1976 U.S. silver medalist Gail Marquis, who took part in the Montreal Games, the first featuring women's basketball, addressed the students. She was very impressed with the students' projects.
Just really amazed at how thorough they were, how they spoke so well, and the different projects that they were doing. I saw one that talked about the ramp speed. One of the new Olympic sports we had this year was the skateboarding, so they were able to do something. I also just kind of glanced by another exhibit that had to do with prosthetics, and a big part of the Olympics are also the Paralympics. So it's the abled and the disabled. So I was very happy to see that they had covered that as well.
Our projects was delving into bobsledding and how the runners impact the speed of the bobsled. Traditionally, a bobsled has 4 runners, but we decided to test it with 2 runners to see if it increased the agility. It did increase the agility, and we think this will be important knowledge for model bobsleds, and it was really, we came up with it as a team. We had a lot of fun creating the project, and we used the engineering design process, and we learned so much.
The bobsledding project, Science in Sports, came away as the gold medal winners. In Jersey City for Hudson TV, I'm Jeff HENIG.